floating. Natalia Proops. When you think about the word floating, I think about myself on an air mattress in a swimming pool, on top of a swimming pool on the water, or in my kayak. I have an inflatable kayak. So, what comes up for you when you think about floating?
The first thing was actually a slightly negative experience, which I was just will do to have a little laugh. I did try flotation tank when I was in
Oh yeah,
Australia.
how'd that
Uh,
go?
I think by the time they opened the flotation tank, I was beginning to relax, but it was very claustrophobic experience.
That'd be my mother. She can't stand that.
Basically,
Oh
I
god.
think my my mentor and my teacher, Dr. Deepak Chopra, has the expression lightness of being. I know it's a spiritual expression,
Yeah.
lightness of being. The
Yeah.
French have an expression, la légèreté, which really you can hear after living here for over 20 years. It comes up in so many ways. When they want to do a compliment about a dessert, for example, they say, "Oh, c'est léger, it's light." It's a
Ah.
um,
Well, the French are all about ease.
um, and then when, for example, yeah, la légèreté française, they do say that, this kind of lightness of being.
Yeah,
It
I
really
get it.
appreciate.
Yeah. I'm not very like I'm not an earth sign, I'm a water sign.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
So,
I can see that.
right? Like
My
keeping me
Ayurvedic
grounded.
training. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, it doesn't take much to get me feeling like I'm floating at like floating too much. That gets hard sometimes. Probably
Like,
why I don't tend to drink. It's not like a first choice for me at all. And yeah, it could be the same.
well, it probably depends. I think probably champagne for you will be floating, but I can certainly share my experience when we meet up in Paris.
Yeah, can't wait for that. That's gonna be
What
so
you can
awesome.
what you can do to
What I can handle and what I can't. I have found a wine here that I can handle. It's actually a red wine. I'm
it's a red, yeah,
supposed to be having white according to my blood type. But yeah, it's the salicylates in the wines. And yeah, California wine, way too toxic.
oh, fantastic,
You like
fantastic.
California wine? I think it's toxic. It's
Oh,
so full of
oh,
salicylates.
maybe organic ones.
Oh, well, yeah, well, that might be better, but no, not even that for me. I can't. Nope. So, anyways, it's not nice for me when I drink wines that don't agree with me. How about you? What's nice for you?
Um, Quite rare this time, but sometimes, and in this real moderation at the moment, from time to time, yes.
Yeah, you can handle it. So when you think of the word nice, like be a nice girl, that's not a real positive spin on nice. So how about you? What comes up for you with the word nice?
Nice, beautiful fragrance.
Yeah, like you smell it and you go, ooh, nice. Hey?
Food full of fragrances.
Infused. I love infusion foods.
Yeah, that's right. The French again in their cuisine, les aromates, for them, they're herbs.
Oh yeah.
It's a little
hmm
bit less
hmm
because at some stage in French cuisine they preferred herbs to spices because
Oh,
now it's more international, so spices are used.
that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not a cook, so I'm just experimenting with herbs and spices, and I just it's like, oh, I'm gonna remember all this stuff, and my husband being a club manager and food and beverage, he definitely knows at least the herb part. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, do you think this would be good together? He's like, how about this? Like, maybe, I put it together. It's like, because neither one of us really like to cook. So I started writing it down, the groupings, and it's like, I'm changing my words from I don't like to cook to I I don't cook, and that doesn't mean I can't cook. So then I step into cooking, and let's not call it cooking, let's call it creating. I was known for that in my first marriage, though. Like, make something. I was like, "Ooh, this is really good. Make it again." I can't. Why? Because I just threw it together. I have no idea what I did. I'm a very old-fashioned cook. I don't measure, just dump. Dump and sprinkle, and it usually turns out pretty good.
In my Ayurvedic training, I do have a manual which has just about every spice, every type of food, and what kind of properties it has, and what it
Nice.
for you. So
Yeah, you can help people so much. So many
eventually
things,
you can
including
use
their
it.
diet.
At the beginning, I think with my Ayurvedic cooking, it means Ayurvedic cooking for me is any cuisine of the world, which is balanced by different ingredients,
Yep.
which are balanced according to the person's requirements, which
Ooh.
which the person can actually learn very easily.
That's beautiful and so necessary.
Yeah, that's that word which is so fashionable now, empowering the person.
It's so empowering. Yeah.
Yes.
It's support. There's your word,
so,
support. It's very
so
supportive.
I know, and I think before at the start I had to really look at the book, but now it became second nature, so you learn very easily.
I hear you. Yep, that's how it's been with cooking too.
For example, Indian masala tea, which is in different cafes is called chai latte.
Yeah, right.
Latte. I do have a video which I would like to create with my daughter, how to create a chai latte if you don't have much time, à la française, French way.
Oh, okay then.
Actually, I do put pepper, I grind the pepper into when I brew that tea, and it just uplifts it and gives you energy. And it's only a little bit, but it's the aroma, and it really somehow balances it.
Did you ever? Whoops, sorry. What did you say at the end?
Balances the taste and uplifts you, gives you uplift of energy. But because there are other spices and sweetener of your choice, I am going to experiment with what's jaggery, which is Indian type sugar, which has lower glycemic index than even brown sugar. For people with say glucose intolerance, they can try.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That masala chai has to be sweet, otherwise it's not very nice. So it just balances it and gives you just energy.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's very popular, and it's quite expensive in coffee shops and cafes.
Gotcha. Perfect. That'll be nice. Did you ever see the movie Chocolat?
Yes.
Yeah, and what was it you put in? Was it the chili powder or something into the chocolate? And it was kind of an aphrodisiac effect.
Well, it's just to make someone feel good because it balances again from Ayurvedic point of view. That fiery quality of
brings the heat,
balances this grounding sweet taste of sugar and chocolate.
Yeah, I love that.
Taste of chocolate itself is balanced by all of this.
I love that. So cool. All right, so from floating to freedom. So what's your idea of freedom? Las Vegas? Like freedom, Las Vegas. Commercial.
Probably discovering the world.
You are the world traveler, aren't you?
Discovering new people, new experiences.
Yeah.
Meeting people.
The beauty of new. That's you.
Meeting people and discovering their beauty.
Yes.
Listening to them.
Yeah.
Listening to stories.
Seeing the colors, smelling the fragrances.
Yes. Smelling lily of the valley.
Taking in all the alls.
That's right. From our 6 senses.
Yeah. Yep. And then we usually hear 5 senses. So what's that 6th one that people tend to throw in?
That's very interesting. Probably with your intuition, with your heart.
Yeah. Exactly. For sure. I love it. And that's where the true freedom lies, is in your intuition. Right? I love it. you so much, Natalia. This has been wonderful.
Thank you. It was such a privilege.
Aw,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Mine as well. Bye-bye.